I changed the stream title before starting it up. I was planning on playing this. There was a guide. Okay, so here, let me show you something. Let me find out. Maybe someone else can help me figure this out. So in app data, there's a folder under local low for Owlcat Games. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous portraits. This seems like the logical place to put portraits, so I did. This is something that Dib made for me, which is amazing because he's freaking awesome. So, in theory, we can make the in-game portrait this. But it being in this folder isn't working. It doesn't show up when you go to like create a new character. It's not here. So I don't know what's wrong with it or like what folder it should be in, but it would be pretty cool. Full length.png for the largest, medium.png, and small. Cool. All right, so we changed this to capital full length. FULLL. Medium. And small. Right, let's see if that actually loads on the fly. Probably doesn't, be my guess. Hey! Hey! Thin White Duke. Our savior has arrived. Okay, next question. How does one... Why is ours smaller, by the way? This looks smaller. It's got like a border around it. Interesting. How does one change your portrait on an active save file? Is that possible? Yeah. Is that even a thing that can be done? I don't actually know. There's probably a console. I think that we just need to put this on the back burner, try to fix this another time. Maybe have someone who knows more about modding Pathfinder take a look at it, take a look at the save file, and just do it. Because there's not a lot of value in me learning how to edit save files, you know? Like, it's not something I want to be doing in the future, so... It would be really neat if we could use this portrait, but for now we can just play without it. It's okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. Okay. I'm gonna just use an overlay in OBS. That's funny. It would pop up on top of things, though. Alright, so we're back to being regular Hoyd with this weird face that doesn't look like us. Why is that there? Sometimes it does that, like you hover over this and then you like close it and then it just like stays up. There's no way to make it go away. That's actually like worth probably reporting. Distance. The visual or UI? UI. See? It's weird. Alright, so if you missed yesterday's stream, let's get caught up. What's our deal? We're Hoyd. We're level 3. We just leveled up. We have this weapon that we found that's pretty fancy. Unfortunately, the on-hit effects appear to be broken and don't work at all. Or at least they don't show up in the combat log. I've never seen anyone get a fear effect from it, so. We just got out of like the main first area. So I guess we've got some exploring of this little city to do.
We miss all the fun.
And then we've got to decide which of the various quests we would like to work on. So let's just read through the quests first. I'm gonna try today. Yesterday, toward the end of the stream, I got kind of antsy and just skipped a lot of the dialogue and stuff because I usually don't care about dialogue, but it's kind of the point of the games like this, so I shouldn't do that. We have a quest to go to Horgus's mansion with Camellia. After hiring reliable bodyguards, Horgus set off for his mansion. What could compel this man to risk his life to return to his ravaged home? The answer is that question lies in the ancestral seat of the Gwyrms. So we can go. He's going to pay us like 1,000 ducats. We failed to intimidate him the second time, so he's only going to give us 1,000 gold this time instead of 2. It's unfortunate. Get the tiefling guy to join you, the one in the dungeon? Yeah, that's right. There's a guy in the basement that we need to like do something with, but I didn't read any of the dialogue, so I don't know what it wants. Spies amidst our ranks. Irabeth does not have the numbers to force the demons out of the Tower of Estrad. She prefers to confine her actions to scouting and information gathering. So go scout the Tower of Estrad. Burning City. Visit the Blackwing Library. Crusaders are seeking the advice of a strange elf who calls himself the Storyteller. He is still alive somewhere in the ruins of Canebras. He must be found. Common cause. How many people are there still alive in the city who can hold a weapon? Potential allies may be found in the most unlikely places. Who knows when the demons will deal their final blow to the defender's heart? The next wave could have unexpected consequences, not only for the Crusaders barricaded in the tavern, but for the city at large. Okay. This little fishing village on the bank of the Selin River has been without a priest for many years, but now Jernau, the young cleric from Erestil, is sailing to their salvation. He is certain that a warm welcome awaits him, and he invited the commander to visit him in his new home. What? The commander? Am I the commander? He invited the commander. I think that's me. Is that right? So this is like the main storyline, I think. And then we've got companion quests. An Eagle Watch fighter and Sila's friend, Yana Aldori, went missing during a demon attack. Irabeth would appreciate any information. And then we have some errands. The divided city. The commander needs you to find a way to get across the rift that divides the city. According to Anevia, there is a convenient place to cross in Market Square. And then Woljif, a thief languishing in the defender's heart, asks the passing stranger to speak to Irabeth and free him. So we should go talk to Irabeth. But also we need to loot like literally everything that we can find. So
time becomes distance.
Let's do that first. I like loot. Do you like loot? I like loot. Do any of you survivors have cheese or bread? Because if you do, I want it. Eagle Watch Crusader. This guy's got a name. Are you important? Grizzled Dwarf. Oh, you're that dwarf, right? When he sees you approaching, he sets the blade aside and greets you with a nod. A new face in the city? You picked a good time to come to Canebras? Oh, he's a salesman. I can show Radiance to him. Radiance is the special, it's like a one-handed sword, I think, like a saber or something, I forget, that our paladin is currently wielding, or had. She was wielding, but she switched over to the fire mace. Sure, what's this thing? Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. There's my brand, you see? The dwarf carefully takes the sword in his hands, gazing at it like a doting father. Oh, Yaniel, things have been tough without you, but at least we still got your sword. That's something. Who is Yaniel? Joran returns the sword to you. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted. They break. But sometimes a weapon can preserve. Can preserve? And preserve. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things, but something like an echo of the deeds done with that weapon. Or more like the reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know. I will say one thing. Take care of that sword. Yaniel may no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see Radiance. Yeah, preserve is the right word. It's just weird phrasing. Weapon can preserve, and then it jumps to this echo. Preserve an echo of the deeds done with that weapon. Makes sense. It's just, this is a long interjected sentence. Och, the scabbard's all worn. We can't be having a fine sword like this being carried around in this tatty thing. I'll make you a new one if you like. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come see me again and I'll have it ready. No charge. Alright, do you have any fancy stuff that I can buy? What do you has? Sort by price in descending. He's got a 17,000 ducat smasher. Whenever this +2 necrotic earthbreaker lands a critical hit on an enemy, the enemy must pass a fortitude saving throw DC 16 or suffer 2 strength ability damage. Ooh, smash. Hulk smash. The detainer with this +2 heavy crossbow Whenever it lands a hit, the target must pass a Fortitude saving throw or be knocked back 15 feet and become slowed. 15 feet's a long way. Alright, we can only afford, like, we have 6,000 gold, but I just like looking at, I like gear. I like looking at it stuff, you know? Living Ram, whenever the wearer of this +1 breastplate uses the charge combat maneuver and then hits an enemy, they deal an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage, and the enemy has to pass a reflex saving throw or become prone. Cool. That's actually really good. So, Hoyd loves to charge. Both our Paladin and Hoyd use charge quite often. Extra damage and then also knocking them prone. I think if an enemy is prone, I think you get advantage on attacks. You roll 2d20s. Light hammer, I mean, also, yeah, a DC 17 reflex saving throw is really high, isn't it? Like, say an enemy has, like, +5 to reflex, then they'd still have to roll a 12 or better to not get knocked down. So, like, half the time they get knocked down. And when they're on the ground, if they're prone, I'm like, positive about this mechanic. If an enemy is prone and they try to stand while you're adjacent to them, it provokes an attack of opportunity. So, even if you don't get to take advantage on your next round of attacks, like, you probably get a free hit. Or two. Light Hammer of Righteousness. This +1 light hammer deals an additional +1 holy damage on hit. Okay. Light Crossbow of Force. Whenever this +1 light crossbow confirms a critical hit. Refresh my memory, what does confirms a critical hit mean? I don't understand that. Isn't it just a binary, you either crit them or not? I don't know what confirming is. I thought that if you rolled like a 19 or 20, then that's a crit. Why do you need to confirm it? It deals 2d4 force damage to all enemies in a 10-foot radius. How does it distinguish between enemies and friends? It doesn't hurt your friends? It's just like special wind? Not in Pathfinder. When you crit, you roll to hit again. If it hits, then you do double damage. So just rolling a natural 20 doesn't guarantee a crit. You actually have to roll a 20 and then also roll another d20 and then hit again. That means crits are a lot harder to do then. Huh. Merry-go-round. Whenever this +1 flail misses an attack, the next attack its wielder makes, no matter if it hits or misses, deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning. Attrition Dagger. Once a round, when this +1 dagger lands a hit on an enemy, it deals them 1 Constitution ability damage. This power can't lower target's Constitution ability score below 5. Still, it seems good to lower Constitution. Devastating blow from above. This +1 long spear lands a hit while mounted. It deals an additional 1d4. All right, so there's a lot of equipment. I don't know that we're gonna buy any of this. Deceiving Facade. Rugged Helmet. This helmet grants the wearer a DR3/melee? That's damage reduction, right? That's 3 damage reduction in melee? Isn't that really good? If we put that on Hoyd, that'd be freaking awesome, wouldn't it? He loses perception, but who cares? He's not the character that does perception checks. His perception is only at +3. We usually rely on Camellia or Lan for perception. But okay, I don't know how to value this thing because I don't understand damage reduction in this game. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Where was it again? So here's where I'm coming from with damage reduction. I feel like it should be a very simple system like StarCraft 2 or StarCraft. If a Zergling attacks a Zealot and the Zealot has 1 armor and the Zealot You know, the Zergling attacks for 5 and the Zealot has 1 armor, it does 4. If the Zergling attacks the Zealot who's got 3 armor upgrades, the Zealot has 4 armor, so it does 1 damage. But it's not working that way. So I don't understand if it's a percentage, if it's a... it doesn't make logical sense to me at all. So if anyone has any resources or something I can read about, there's no more definition in the game. The game is not, like, it expects you to just understand what damage reduction is, and there's nowhere that I've been able to find in game that explains it. So I have no idea. Okay, the thing after the / is what will bypass the damage reduction. What? In real Pathfinder, DR3 is just flat -3. Okay, so it should work the way I expect, is what you're saying. So you're saying DR3 is only going to help us against anything but melee attacks? Wow, does that feel backwards? So is it bad then? It would protect him from bows? Spells? Poison? If it's anything that's not melee, wouldn't that also include things like lightning damage, fire damage, poison, fireballs? I don't get it. It's a very weird way to annotate that or to explain it. Like the exact opposite of how I would explain it. Oh, is DR3 only ever physical damage? Is that why? Okay, I get it. Well, I don't even know what I'm really specifically looking for. I just like to look at magical equipment and see if there's anything interesting, good to buy. Armor of Vigilance, +4 bonus to AC against sneak attacks. I don't know about that. Maybe just save our money. After all this, we just don't buy anything.
Shall we move?
Shall
move.
we move? Shall move. Why do you have your forge here in the tavern yard? Wherever I am, that's where my forge is. Oh, neat. Oh, found a box. Box. Yoink, yoink. Oh, mine. Alright, this is that's the exit to the city, okay? This is where we go into the basement. Okay. It's a relatively small city. Let's just go find all of the collectibles. Gotta get every little ducat that we can. This also exits the city, okay? Another box. Yoink.
What's in wait for me there?
There could easily be more stuff that I'm just not finding because our character's... He's not Standy McKnow-things, after all. He doesn't know where things are. We can go up. What's up here? You almost always get rewarded for exploring every nook and cranny. I found a razor-sharp claw and a colorful feather. See? If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have a colorful feather right now. This is where we jump off into the thing down there. To be fair, combat maneuvers are some of the weirdest rules you've ever encountered. Most of the system is much simpler. Pathfinder is really arcane. You can have resistance fire 5. Yeah, we actually have that, actually. We have here. Azamars have acid resistance 5, cold resistance 5, and electricity resistance 5. So we don't have fire resist, but we've got 3. What class did we go with? We are a Blood Rager Spell Eater. Alright, so there's like this puzzle in this room. There's like these levers. I messed with them a bit, but I couldn't figure it out. I think that there may be some other resource that we need to find or do. I've looted every box in this room that I could find. I haven't talked to Delvan. Have I? I did. Can we talk to Woljif more? We already talked to him a lot. Okay, so back to the journal. He wants us to talk to Irabeth. So how do I... where the hell's Irabeth? Irabeth. Looking for a lady named Irabeth. This is my room. I feel like Irabeth should be in this place right now. Alright, Camellia. This is our shaman. Camellia looks you over pensively, toying with the snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that the girl wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long and she slips back into cautious silence. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? He arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of this tormented land and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? No. I want to know what your favorite color is and whether you like, you know, anchovies on pizza and, like, stuff. Where did you learn to wield that shitty rapier so well that does no damage at all? Your amulet is weird. Can I have it? It's so nice of you to notice, but I assure you this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? No. As much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me and I must respond. I feel like she's dodging me. I'm gonna steal her amulet.
I crave for adventure.
Wait, I can't steal it?
So many thoughts.
I can't steal it right now because she's not actually, like, in my party at the moment. What if can I steal it while I'm talking to the shopkeep? Show me your wares. Yoink. She won't let me take it off. Well, it did let me put it here. I'm gonna try to sell it. Deal. What if I also sell... Oh wait, I have an idea,
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
I will offer. Then I will sneak the amulet in. I'll click deal. I think he bought it. Where is it? Aw. He didn't buy it. Shit. Damn. Thought that might work. What's up with that amulet, lady? Tell me. I want to know all about it. Give me your amulet. You don't belong in the party. I was just kidding. Your speech tells me you're of noble birth. She laughs her practiced musical laugh and watches you from under lowered lashes. You're most insightful, a fine quality to have. I can't tell if she's, like, doesn't like us or if she's flirting with us. Forgive me if my questions disturb you. I couldn't resist such a noble and beautiful lady. I will stop bothering you. Yeah, sure, whatever. Is there, like, a romantic interest thing in this game? Can you, like, marry people or something? Lydia? Oh, hey, there's Irabeth. Okay. Lore. A tall, athletic man greets me. God, there's so many people to talk to. I want to know more about you. What exactly are you interested in? I'm a common Pathfinder. There are many others like me. How'd you end up here? I don't care. Tell me about your daughter for some reason. Sure. I have no more questions. I can hire this guy for 4,500 gold. Okay. Should we actually read more about this then? Like, to try to evaluate if he's worth hiring? I can hire him. I have the money for it. I think we can have up to 6 party members. Right now we have 4. 5 potentially if we rescue that tiefling in the basement. Maybe we can get him on parole and, like, have him join the party or something. In general, though, I think it's probably better to just use the characters that show up for free. Alright. Sila? Oh god. I don't want to talk to you. Irabeth. There's a tiefling chained up in Defender's Heart. What can you tell me about him? Woljif is a petty thief from a gang of tieflings operating in cannabis. That's what we call them in these parts. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. A vendor of magical items. Oh, I bet he tried to rob the rich dude that went to his mansion. I want to rob him. We should help Woljif rob him. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Heart, but that's hardly a prison. Woljif knows it too. He's been begging us for days to let him go free or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, hasn't he? Yep. If you want to recruit Woljif and put him to good use, go ahead and take him off our guard's hands. We can ill afford to let a soldier spend their days watching over a middling thief. I hope the tiefling proves useful should you decide to take him along. Alright. Okay, I have to go. Bye. Alright, I talked to Irabeth. Give me Thiefling. I need to go to the basement again. There's a basement over here. Do we have a rogue? We have a, we don't, no. We've got, we're basically a barbarian. This is a very, very good archer. This is our cleric bard caster, and this is a tanky paladin. So if you look at like the three main archetypes, we're lacking. We have a taunt, we have a DPS, we have healer, taunt, 2 DPS. We could really benefit from a pure magic character and a physical DPS character. That's kind of what we are though. So I think we need like a sorcerer or wizard, and then we need a, I mean, we could run a rogue. So Woljif, I talked to her. You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvan, get these bracelets off of yours off of me. You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words. You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can you? I pity you. All right, you talk a lot, kid. And now, Chief, straight down to business. He glances around, making sure that no one's listening in. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that Big Sister Charisme wanted to see me. She had some questions to ask me. You following? Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know that they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Right, I'm sure it's going to go that way. 100% chance. You need CC? Our shaman is being spec'd in a way to have crowd control. She learned hold person. She's got some other stuff like that too. Alright, so we got him. Any loot in here? Why not? I don't know how to do this puzzle. I want to do it though.
Time becomes distance.
Alright, well there he is. Woljif the level 3. What is his deal? He is a rogue eldritch scoundrel. He has this ability. Fog. Look at that, guys. Pretty awesome. Two weapon fighting, pickpocket. Let's see. Let's go to Tiefling. He has access to sneak attack, trap finding, cantrips. Eldritch Scoundrel. They are proficient with all simple weapons, not proficient with armor or shields. He's got evasion, weakening wound. When making a sneak attack against a creature that has damage reduction, the character's attack reduces that damage reduction for 2 rounds. Cool. So we can pierce damage reduction. He can scribe scrolls. Fiendish resistance. Cool. He's an arcane trickster. He's an eldritch scoundrel. Very high trickery, very high stealth, very high perception. +5 to dex. And he's currently wielding a pair of masterwork daggers. So his expected damage is how much right now? 6 to 9 and 6 to 9. Not bad. That doesn't factor in the sneak attack damage though, right? I forget how sneak attack works, but it does something. If the character can catch an opponent when he is unable to defend himself effectively from her attack, she can strike a vital spot. The character deals extra damage anytime her target would be denied a dexterity bonus to AC. So flat-footed or prone or stuff like that. This extra damage is 1d6 and increases by 1d6 at later levels. So it gets an extra d6 on each attack, if I understand it correctly. Sneak attack, flank equals win. Is flanking on its own enough to deny them their dexterity bonus to AC? If so, that's pretty powerful. Alright, cool. Does he have a spellbook? He does have a spellbook. He can cast Mage Armor, Color Spray, Burning Hands, and Grease. He also has Bracers of Armor +2. I could just steal them from him. Kick him out of the group. I could. Does it bother anyone else that this text text is here and it's just always there and it's covering up part of the game? It'd be great if it would go away. Feels like a bug. Color Spray is low-key OP. It's like a crowd control mechanic, right? Alright, here's Woljeff. Let's talk to him more. I want to know more about you. How did you become a thiefling? Interesting. So you had it rough, huh? Neat. You have demon blood in you. Alright, that's enough. Okay. I have so many potions right now. Got a random dagger. I want to clear my inventory out. I don't need this dagger. I have 2 ever-burning torches. You know, until I get to the point where I know how to, like, use ingredients to cook, I'm just going to store all of the ingredients in the personal chest. Because they do weigh something. You know? Butter, meat, skin, mushrooms, cheese, just all this crap. Flour. The scrolls are very, very light. We can carry those. Any reason to leave scrolls behind? We should probably just always have every scroll and every potion on hand, because you never know what we're gonna need. So we're down to, like, it says 0 pounds, but it's not. We're not at 0 pounds, right? Oh, we are at 0 pounds because of the bag of holding, right? So we're negative weight right now, which is good. Okay. Now what? I don't want to talk to people. I just don't want to. I want to go do a quest. So let's leave. Bum. Companions, we'll take you, yes. Off we go. Alright, so the map looks different. There's like a area that we can travel to or something. I can go here. Market Square, you've never been here? I can't zoom out any further. That's where we are now. We know of... Can't go there. So I can go to Worm's Mansion. I can go to Estrad Tower. I can go to the Great Garrison. Blackwing Library. We can try to go over to here to the Tiefling's hideout. Or the Bataxian wine cellar. So, I don't know, chat. Where do you want to go? What do you think the best thing to do first is? I mean, I don't know how to choose. Wine cellar? This is the one, I think it was like a rumor from the bartender or something. Punch some thieves? Sure. It'll take 2 hours. Off we go. Yeah, the Bataxian wine cellar is just like a loot, I think. You failed to sneak past the enemies prepared to fight. Alright. This is like a random roadside encounter with spiders, looks like, and a spitting giant centipede who's hanging out with the party for some reason. Flat-footed creatures, yep. Alright, so I need to reorganize the party now that we've got another member. He's a rogue. Where do we want him? We want him to be close to Hoyd and the front, so it's probably like this now, so that he can also charge forward and Land can be in the back. Kind of works. Alright. Woljif, I think is his name. Gets to act first. Let's see how he does. I need to set up his key bindings real quick. Whoa. All my bindings are gone? Oh, it's because I can't switch between them, right? So charge goes here. I turned off the thing that has it automatically fill in the action bar because I don't like it. He has invisibility. And he has his spells. I find it hard to like keep track of what a character can do. Oh, great. We have another character that can cast guidance. Is that true? No. Damn. Alright. Let's just put all these spells on the action bar. Maybe Color Spray is good here. Or Burning Hands. Vivid Cone of clashing colors springs forth from your hand, causing creatures to become stunned, perhaps also blinded, and possibly knocking them prone. If they have 2 hit die or less, the creature is blinded, stunned, and knocked prone for 2d4 rounds.
Time to share your treasures.
It's a level 3 spider, so if that's 3 hit die. 3, 1, and probably 3, so... Does it just not affect characters if they have more than 2 hit die? Or is there more information that I can find on that spell? Ah, there it is. 3 and 4 hit die, the creature is blinded and stunned. 5 or more, the creature is stunned. So it still works on high levels. So yeah. If this doesn't target our own characters, Color Spray is great here. It looks like it will hit our own characters though. Huh. I can hit probably 4 of them. I'll try it. Let's go like here. And then we'll use Color Spray. We're gonna hit our Paladin. Oh well, we're hitting all of the enemies and only one of our characters, so go. Uh-huh. Immune, 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 immune. Hmm. Is Color Spray just mind affecting then, I guess? That was slightly less than effective. Alright, well we have 8 rounds of rage. We'll just smash. I don't need to use the rage for this, I think. One spider down. Alright, are we surprised? We are surprised, so we only get a standard action. Hoyd, sorry. What's his name? Lan. Should probably shoot the next guy that's gonna act. Ooh, 12 damage from range is great. It's really good damage output. Mila is currently wielding her ranged weapon. Let's switch her to the rapier weapon set. And then just have her finish that spider off if she can. How dare you miss? Critical miss. You roll a natural 1? God. It's pretty pathetic. So wait, that means that the only person that Woljif hit was our character. She is currently blinded for 12 seconds. Awesome. Awesome. Good job. Good job, Rogue. "17 sneak attack. Holy shit. How come he gets 2d6 pierce for sneak? Wow. He rolled a 1d4 and he managed to get a 2. No, he got a 1 and then added 5 base damage because he's using a finesse weapon, taking it to 6, and then 11 sneak attack damage out of nowhere. So he basically got the lowest damage roll possible on his actual weapon. That's just so much damage though. Jeez. So this is just like a randomly created area, right? There's not going to be any loot. Sila is still blinded.
No, backwards, backwards!
Alright, well that was fine.